um, does this thing still work? I'm not sure if I even know how to do this anymore, but yeah.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Words with DatOneLady.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the podcast. Where do I even start from? I guess I will start from saying Happy New Year. It is currently the 30th of March in 2024, and this will be the first episode of the podcast for the year. I hope we're doing well. I hope you all have had a beautiful first 3 months of the year. I think I've battled with the idea of recording an episode for like months now, and today feels a little bit okay to do this. It's been interesting. Firstly, January started off really strong and it was beautiful. That first month of the year, ginger everybody has, it was great. February, of course, for all the lovers out there, we all had a great time. Oh, I had a great time too, so don't get me wrong, I'm just saying. And I think the kicker of all, since the year started, was March. That meme that says, I'm not even sure how it started, but it was like, this day drained me, or this week drained me. I don't know how they put it, but I would say that March has drained me. Sincerely, I don't think I've had words to express myself, since when the year started. I didn't think I was going to come record an episode. No, I didn't think that. I thought I was going to take my time to record an episode, and just plan the year, Of course, first of all, a lot has changed, Everybody knows us very well in this podcast, that we always record a Valentine's Day episode, which never came up this year. We never did that. And that's because a lot has changed for myself and my friends, and which is great changes, amazing changes, and we've just not had the time to get together and have to record an episode. But I guess at some point we will do that update, and then you guys shouldn't worry. But the great changes that have happened for my friends have led to so many events and things that we've just not had the time to, sit. But also in March, for me and people in my life, we kind of experienced a great loss, and it kind of shook us to the core. And specifically for me, it made me take time to think. Because I remember sitting down and thinking through what 2024, was supposed to be like, or what my thought process for 2024 was. And I remember myself and someone dear to my heart sat down and was just like, this is not what the beginning of the year was supposed to be like. First of all, forgive me, it's going to be a lot of rambling because I do not have a thought process for this. And I kind of went back to the drawing board and I'm like, what exactly did I envision for 2024? What exactly did I plan? What exactly did I put in, on the vision board? Because if you remember last year, I raved a lot about the vision board that I had. Or that I made another one for this year, but one thing I've not done is kind of write what I hope and wish for 2024. But I've made a vision board. I've made a visual representation of what I want it to look like. Loss was a part of it. It was just not the thought process. It wasn't something I expected or thought was gonna happen. Rather, I sort of, togetherness, joinings, greatness, successes, plenty yeses and maybe some few no's that we cannot, accept, because that's what life's all about. But loss wasn't part of it. I've looked at January, February, March. I found myself feeling lost a lot and asking the questions, what is this life after all? It's so funny that in the last 1 month, I've had to, celebrate with people, try to be celebrated, and also be there for people who are not celebrating. And it's just a lot of thought to put in one. Imagine, that thing where you're celebrating and you're happy, but having to go through all this motion in a short period of time, it's gonna make me think and say, gosh, life is quite interesting though. Well, it's not like I never knew that life was interesting or life comes with ups and downs. I've always known that, but like in some facets, it just seems so surreal and like, what the heck? 2024, at this point, I'm like, so what's next now? Like, what am I supposed? It now feels like all those planning and writing and things that we feel at the beginning of the year now feels like a joke. To the extent that, if you know already, I'm a Christian. I've mentioned this a lot of times in this podcast. I've questioned my Christianity and questioned my faith with God and questioned a lot of things. And I remember mentioning to my mom last night, and I was like, Mommy, like, why? Like, what is this life? I know the funny thing that I've been getting from a lot of people, even my parents, is, oh, you can't question God. God damn it, guys. I want to question him. To the extent that I even have to ask those prayer work. You know what? I'm not going to get into that. It's not necessary. But guys, it's been a lot. Yeah, my PhD is still on. I got published again, my first author paper. Yay, excited. And also, I think I mentioned one quarter paper also got published. Career is going well, I would say. God has just been faithful in that ends. I used to worry about next steps of my life, and I think I've got that a little figured out. And it's exciting. I think the surrounding things of all this life is what I don't know. Oh Lord. Also, on growing older. I was telling my childhood friend a couple of days ago how I've lost all strength for human interactions. That's actually a bad thing to say, because it just sounds like you're done with life, but that's not the point. It's just that I have little strength for human interactions these days. Sitting on the couch and reading a book, laying on the bed and just swiping through Instagram and TikTok seems like more relaxing, and maybe just chatting with family and friends from time to time seems like the only thing I can do. I think I've joined a group of people who need 3 business days to recover from a 2-hour hangout. Oh God, oh Lord. And this is not because I do not have the physical strength. No, I do have the physical strength, because if I'm at home and friends are here, I'm just gonna chat away and just have a great time. Or even if I'm at this outings, I would have the most amazing time. But just after this hangout, I just need 3 business days to recuperate. Oh my God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Sometimes I just look back and I just ask myself, like, what the heck is this life? What are we doing? What are we leaving this life for? What is this all about? To what end, guys? So, I don't know if I said, I'm writing my thesis. 2 more chapters to go and I'll submit. I'm not meeting deadlines. I am doing so badly at meeting my deadlines. Freaking out about everything, because perfectionists want to make things perfect, and it's just not working out that way because life is lifing. And yeah, it's not working. Everything is just annoying. Everything is pissing me off every day. I thank God for friends. I thank God for love in my life. I thank God for, family. I thank God for the ones that actually care about me, my friends. They're just amazing and they keep me grounded. But aside that, from time to time, I just have to remind myself that, man proposes, God disposes. But yeah, sometimes I'm just like, God, why is this one that you want to dispose? Like, what the heck? Why are you disposing this one? It's so funny how the year I decided to take my, understanding God better seriously is when that my own faith now has to be tested. Like, why? Can you just let me understand you better without any stress? Thanks and God bless. Also, on my birthday, well, it was a couple of days ago. If you missed it, it's totally okay. On my birthday, I was talking to a friend, and he was mentioning how, over independence. And I'm going to talk about that in a specific episode for my girlies out there who are independent to a fault and it's becoming a disease. We talked about letting oneself be loved. And I'm going to talk about it one day. I'm going to take a particular episode and talk about it. But sincerely, I'm glad that I let myself be loved by people around me, my friends, my family. And I've come to see the importance of letting yourself be loved. And understanding that it doesn't take away from your independence. Understanding that it doesn't take away from who you are as a woman. That was a great thing I learned in 2023. I don't know if I ever mentioned that, but letting myself be loved and knowing that it's okay to be feminine and be in your feminine was a great discovery. I've grown up the first of a number of kids and always being the man without, when you don't have men in the house, like when you don't have male siblings, the first born child is always the man at the house. Like you're supposed to stand, you're supposed to da. Growing up that way, I had, been so into being a man that it kind of seeped into my personal life that I did not know how to just let go and let God, it seeped into several parts of my life. Let go, let God, let go, let love, let go, let life happen. The fear of not knowing what's gonna happen next, the fear of not being in control used to make me want to stay on top of things, having plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, just in case all these plans are falling apart. I feel like I still have, a cushion to catch myself, but it's also okay to not be perfect, not know what you're doing, not know what next. And I've seen it play out really well and play out beautifully, even in the uncertainties. It's just been beautiful nonetheless. And I hope I'm able to continue to revel in this and grow in it. It took me too long to figure out, and I had to figure it out on my own. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm just, at this point, I'm just going to call this episode The Last 3 Months, because the last 3 months has been interesting. More beauty and some pain. And even in the pain, I think myself and my family and friends have been trying to find the beauty in it. And I think I say this a lot in my episodes. I always say that I am grateful that I know God, because I don't think I know where I would have been today without God. Even though in this moment I still struggle with a few things. In this moment I'm still questioning things. In this moment I'm still like, what the actual heck? But I'm grateful. Because no. Life can be hard. Life can be hard. And it's so funny how the fact that life is hard for us, it's something that someone else would prefer than what they're experiencing. So I think that's why I'm grateful. I'm grateful that even in this hardness that I feel in my heart, that it's not as bad as it could be for some other people. Even with this pain that I don't think would ever go away from my heart, I'm still glad that memories of good times is what I still hold dear to me. I would talk about loss later, but I don't want to go into it now because the wound is still fresh. It's still gushing blood, and I can't. It's almost hard to go into it, but I think what I want you guys to take away from today's episode is whatever life you're living right now, I hope that you are enjoying it with those that care about you and those that you care about. And please let no petty thing take away the moments that you can share with your loved ones right now. Let no tiny, minuscule conversation or dispute take away from the joy that you can feel with the ones that you care about right now. Because the way I feel and the way the people that I am experiencing this loss with are feeling, the only thing that we hold back or hold on to is the times that we spent with this amazing human that has left us today. The only thing that we hold on to is those good times. Of course, we are still saying, oh my God, I wish we did this, we did that. But we're just grateful for the times we had together. So I want to share that with everyone. 2024 is on the way. Everybody's, running about all their goals and plans and agendas and blah, blah, blah. I think it would be futile if you get all these agendas and get all these goals and fulfill all your resolutions and you don't have anybody to celebrate it with because you've pushed everybody away or you've, made everybody your enemy. The question is, how are you sharing these great times with your family and friends? How are you sharing these great times with people that you care about? I've rambled a lot. I have till August 15th to collect my certificate gain that certificate of doctoral degree. I'm going to do my best to work really hard to get it, to make myself proud and make my newly gained angel proud. Of course, family and friends, to make them proud as well. But the question I'm leaving for you all today is, what are you doing with your life and how are you setting your footsteps or leaving your footsteps in the sands of time? We don't have so much time on earth. How are you making sure that your impact on earth is felt by everyone that is around you? What are you doing to make sure that you are remembered tomorrow? And are you really doing you, or are you doing what everybody wants you to do? Are you really fulfilling your purpose, whatever that might be, or whatever the heck that even means? Or are you just doing whatever that person wants you to do? I don't know. I'm always tired these days because of the mental work I need to do every time to get through my day. But I think what keeps pushing me on is because we all have a legacy to uphold, and you need to do everything in your own power to make sure that you're not letting you down. So I'm trying not to let me down, but I'm also taking into cognizance that it's okay if I don't feel okay. Alright guys, I'm sorry that this episode is not as exciting as you might have wanted it to be, coming back after a couple of months of hiatus. But I hope you all doing well. You're being you, living your truth, and ensuring that you're living life like you want it to be. Living, loving, ensuring that you're living your truth. Until next time guys, have a wonderful day.